All right, welcome to the Scorched Earth podcast, the life section. Today, we're going to do the 3-minute movie review of Becoming Led Zeppelin, the first authorized documentary of the band. Help me with my English here, okay? And Led Zeppelin was truly the greatest band ever. I know there's the Beatle people, there's some other people, but they were head and shoulders above everybody else. And honestly, if you don't think so, I don't know if I can trust you. And I really don't think we can be friends. No, this was a long process to get the band together to actually do it. They've had some acrimonious times. And basically the movie is them from a very young age to the end of their 1969 tour into 1970, finishing up in Royal Albert Hall. And there's only 3 surviving members: Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and John Paul Jones. John Bonham passed away in 1980. And we do get a couple little nuggets in here, especially of interviews with John Bonham. Honestly, as a Led Zeppelin fan, I was a little disappointed. I was glad to hear his voice, but really, we didn't get anything. It was like the Kremlin. Yeah, they're all good. They're all great. And this is the movie for people who are really, really fans. I know you can like the music. If you like the music, you're probably going to get incredibly bored. There was a lot of things that I really enjoyed in there about how the band formed, their process, and Robert Plant basically saying he had no money, he had nothing going on, and how they got literally in the first and second album to the top of the charts. I liked Jimmy Page talking a little about how he would form an album. It didn't get too technical, but there was a lot of dry areas. And the one thing I really enjoyed is when bands get their place in history, and Led Zeppelin is at the top of the mountain, they become incredibly gracious. And instead of infighting, they understand that their legacy is secure and it's good, and they just want to make happy with everybody as they go on to the next adventure. You know, I got a friend, it's Good Rich, not Evil Rich that I talk about in my gambling videos, but Good Rich, he's a rock and roller, but he never really liked Led Zeppelin. You know, he never really got it. He was more of a Van Halen fan, and I don't know. I think there's some undiagnosed mental trauma there, but I remember once he said 1984 by Van Halen was a masterpiece. Hello? I don't think it would make it in the top 8 of Led Zeppelin, but you know, kids, let that be an example to you. Don't do drugs when you're young, because eventually you're going to say 1984 was a masterpiece over what Led Zeppelin did. All right. My review, if you're a hardcore fan, it's a really, really good movie. If you're just a casual fan and you enjoy the music, you're probably not going to want to waste the money on IMAX. That's my review, and I'll be back at the movies soon.